the day that tells time. Tomorrow will tell the direction of the market. Will we go up or down? I have an important emergency update for you guys. Okay, we are on critical support right now. I repeat, the last time today, the 5-day candle just closed. It was this one right here. Okay, so previously we were back here, guys. Okay, that just closed, and it closed again on top of support. Remember why this chart is important. Okay, before we talk about news and all that stuff, but I'm pretty sure this will make the move tomorrow because of all the external news coming out and about, and internal. But the reason why this is important, it marked Bitcoin's top twice. 1, 2 right here. Okay, these peaks where the USDT that dominance held support at, on top of this support line. Okay, this moving average on the 5-day. So the more times it holds support, the bad of a sign that is, guys. Okay, which means it's gonna get pushed up. Remember, if this pumps, cryptos are dumping, and if this dumps, cryptos are pumping. Okay, so here's the thing. The last time, let's see how many times it held on top of support. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 candle closes on top of the moving average, then it pumped. Okay, it came back down, and over here it held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 times and 6 times. Right now we're holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 5th, guys. Okay, so it's gonna make us move very soon. I repeat, the crypto market will have a volatile move in the next 5 days. Okay, this week. Let me see here. Yep, this week, guys. This will choose its direction, either up or down. You need to pray it dumps, guys. Okay, and if it does pump, it marks another top 1, 2, 3 times. Even for XRP, it marked the top once here, once here. Okay, so we need to hope this comes down. But again, we're on a critical level. I just wanted to give an update because the 5-day candle just closed today. Oh, and another thing is, in about a day and 2 hours, the monthly candle closes, guys. It's going to be so massive. Okay, I don't want to talk about that yet, but here's another perspective on that chart. Big crash looming. Get ready. USDT dominance. Right? I guess you could make this. By the way, if this were to happen, the craziest run will happen for cryptos. Right? Some type of descending triangle. Right? Perhaps a bearish, and then it'll just dump, guys. If that's the case. Okay. So let's hope for that. Please like today's video because it all depends on tomorrow and what the Fed says. So, Justin from Guru, BlackRock predicts the Federal Reserve will not lower interest rates tomorrow. Right? So the market believes this. It seems like everyone believes this. Unless there's a white swan event, they're not gonna. It won't happen. Right? They won't lower rates, but that's actually very bullish for markets. Right? It's an unpopular opinion, but you actually want them to not touch rates. You want them to hold for as long as possible, right? Which means it's going to be bullish for markets. Number 2, here's a side a bonus fact. If you see Jerome Powell tomorrow wearing a purple tie, it's bullish for markets. If it's any other color than purple, it's very bad. Okay, just watch. He needs to wear a purple tie as well. Now, $12.5 trillion BlackRock says Bitcoin is having a great year as the United States becomes the crypto capital of the world. This comes right before the important events for tomorrow, which tells me BlackRock is still extremely bullish on Bitcoin and crypto in general. This has been a banner year for Bitcoin, up 25% this year, as the United States is in the process of adopting a couple of key laws aimed at bringing digital payments and assets into the mainstream, such as the crypto digital stockpile or reserve, and making the United States the crypto capital of the world. Right? So tomorrow is going to be extremely important, guys, because then we'll have more clarity from the United States government, okay, on what their plans are for digital assets. Remember, hopefully there's exciting news. If there is, again, that move will be made for this chart, okay, and it's gonna dump. If it dumps, cryptos will fly. Okay, tomorrow is a day that will determine it all. Senator Lummis says the bill to buy 1 million Bitcoin will be on the floor soon. Right? President Trump supports the bill. Again, we need these things to actually happen, guys. We need the governments to buy. Right? They're suggesting 1 million Bitcoin for the United States government, for America. Satoshi holds 1 million. Okay, MicroStrategy is getting there. If they do this, Bitcoin is going to heights never even believed possible because of all that money flooding in like a tsunami. Not kidding. Then we got Michael Saylor Strategy bought 21,000 Bitcoin for $2 billion just recently. Okay, so what's going on here? Again, Michael Saylor does not stop. We need literally him for XRP. I'm not kidding. The reason why, that's insanity. If we had him for XRP would be exploding right now. Though it didn't even move at all, right? Maybe a tiny bit, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know why the market didn't even move though. Unless he's buying over the counter. So fantastic news, nevertheless, guys, right? Which means they're still bullish. All you have to do is follow the money. The narratives don't matter. The money does, right? If America starts buying 1 million Bitcoin, MicroStrategy still, BlackRock is very bullish on cryptos. It's good to go. We're gonna fly. Trump name dropped a crypto reserve. XRP came first. So remember, for tomorrow, we need to see what coins will be included, if any coins will be included. That is, if they will even talk about a crypto strategic reserve, right? But the last time Donald Trump did, he included XRP, Solana, and Cardano. And guess what happened on the day he included those coins? Look at this right here. These were the two candles that struck. 1, 2. Okay, that appeared. So it could be that type of, it could be that volatile, guys. I'm just warning everyone. Prepare. Or if Ethereum is included, which some are suggesting could be, right? It's the second largest coin out there. It's going to be very explosive, which would make sense, to be honest. But SEC acknowledges BlackRock filing to allow staking for its spot Ethereum ETF. Wow. So for their spot Ethereum ETF, guys, they want a staking. That's so bullish for ETH. I'm not even kidding, because that means they're not going to sell at all, especially when they see that passive income, right, flowing through. Then we got, this is why they're buying so much. Look at this. BlackRock just bought $132 million worth of ETH. Then we got Trump just bought $1 million worth of Ethereum. Okay, he knows something. What's up, guys? Again, they just love holding Ethereum, right? I'm guessing it's like lagging hard, heavy, right? It still hasn't created a new all-time high. XRP, Bitcoin, and multiple others did, but Ethereum did not. So I'm guessing they want that ROI, right? That percentage gain. A fresh wallet accumulated another 12,000 Ethereum worth $50 million. Crazy, huh? Over $1.4 billion in Ethereum shorts face liquidation if Ethereum breaks above 4K, right? I'm telling you, it's going to get very volatile. Prepare for tomorrow. Then we got from Swan, SEC just flipped the switch. Bitcoin ETFs can finally do in-kind creations and redemptions. No more cash-only workarounds. Real Bitcoin in, real Bitcoin out. That's how gold ETFs hit 1 to 2 BP spreads. Get ready for the squeeze. So is that how a lot of money will be flooding in, guys? This basically just means that SEC's approval of in-kind creations and redemptions for Bitcoin ETFs enhances efficiency, reduces costs, and could boost institutional demand, likely pushing Bitcoin prices higher in the near term. Oh wow! So this just got approved, right? And Grok is saying that it's going to push Bitcoin prices in the short term, and this was right before tomorrow's date, when it's very important. Okay, do you guys see how they timed this specifically? But my question to the SEC is, what's happening with the case, right? The SEC just flipped the switch, but with Bitcoin, not XRP. Hopefully soon. Oh wow! So how high Bitcoin can go from this flip the switch in the short term? 5 to 15% based on similar gold ETF things that happened in the past. Okay. monitor for volatility. So 5 to 15%, that takes Bitcoin where? 5% previous all-time high, 15%, yup, 15% that's so odd, 15% takes us where? For Bitcoin, it takes us to the 6-day moving average. Okay, 16% dump for 15% dump, look at that. Exactly, we called it first though. Grok copied us. Insane. Marty Party says, basically, this is good for all assets, digital assets. In my opinion, this was the final holdup. We should see a lot of crypto ETFs movement going forward. Oh, such as the XRP ETFs, right? Being on held or paused. And there's a deadline in the coming months, I think by October maximum. So this is very fantastic news, guys. Okay. Now, the global liquidity is suggesting, hey, we're still gonna go higher. Look how steep this thing is, right? The parabola, angle of attack 1, 2, and then like the third one, guys, like this, right? It's getting quicker and quicker here, right? For Bitcoin, that means 170K in the next like month or so. Could it happen? There is a possibility, especially I guess we have to wait for tomorrow to see what happens. But let's see, right? Look at this. We even got more some type of bullish divergence is forming, guys. Okay, if the indicator can go below this level and price holds above 108K, that's a hidden bullish divergence. Going to be fantastic for Bitcoin. I'm guessing they're trying to go for that. The fountain for today's video comes from Brian Armstrong. Satoshi Nakamoto today said, if you don't believe me or don't get it, I don't have time to try to convince you. Sorry. He wrote that 15 years ago today. Exactly. So jump in before they do, because time is ticking, right? We still haven't ran out of time, but it's getting there. This is some financial advice. Watch for tomorrow. It's about to get very volatile. Prepare, and not financial advice. What is that? So face amazing. See ya.